I'm just gonna go ahead and switch in because I have. Oh, I need to turn on my lights. I have stuff and inventory management and all that we can do while we wait for people to get here. But hello, welcome into Icarus. I know what you're thinking. Jess, today is the new Fallout 76 season. What are you doing? Well, the servers are still down for maintenance, and I want to stream now. So we'll stream Fallout tomorrow. Big, nice Fallout stream tomorrow. Today is Icarus, where they update Fallout. Welcome back, Nomad. How's it going? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well this fine Tuesday. Welcome back to Icarus. I made a desert base, so we're going to be looking at some stuff today that is not even what you saw last time. This is my, what a moment. What a musical cue. This is my desert base. Welcome, everybody. How are you? I'm doing good. Playing some games, hanging out. What could be better? But here we are in the desert. So for reference, over here is my main base. You can see most of my peeps are over here. This is the other base you've seen a little of. This is the base we've been building on stream in the past. And this is the base we're at now. So I was in the middle of doing other things. And then I was like, you know what, F it. I haven't made a desert base yet. So we're going to make a desert base. So basically, you can see that's an exotic deposit. I'll get into what that is momentarily. But we built up on a cliff, which is something I really wanted to do. I thought it was fun to keep the critters away from us. So there's this big old ramp. Basically, I really hate building up. I hate building towers. I hate dealing with pillars. But this is pretty stable because most of the path is actually built directly into the rock. So if you look at it through this tool, is it going to show me? No. Do I have a deployable I can show you with? No. Okay. Well, anyway, take my word for it. It's stable, okay? And so I have some ramps in here in some weird ways, and I put this fence here because I kept running off the edge, but I couldn't get sloped fences to work. Anyway, it's been a thing. But this is our little overlook. I have the means by which to get water up here. It's gonna be a little gross, but we'll get into that in a second. And here's my stable. I don't really want the animals walking around loose. I don't know that they'd walk over an edge, but I don't want to risk it. It's just a tiny little stable. I'm never really going to bring a lot of creatures out here. So they're in there. I made a concrete house because of the insulation from a concrete house is better. I'm working on getting the flooring all to be interior flooring. Very tiny. Just a little bed. A lot of stack storage. Kind of the bare minimum of what you need. I have like a tier 1 textiles bench and a fabricator. So, you know. You need to take a note from your playbook and take PTO when a game you want to play comes out. It's great. I highly recommend it. Highly recommend it. Tomorrow we're going ham. I have a going away lunch with a coworker who is leaving, or technically has left at this point. Some of us are getting lunch right after I get out of work, and then after lunch I'm getting on and playing the heck out of some 76. And then Thursday, I hope to stream again. And Kelsey might be on with me Thursday before she has to go to bed because she's working Friday. And then we'll figure out where we go from there. Take Thursday off. Take Thursday off and play with me and Kelsey. Just do it. Right now. Just tell them. Walk in that office and say I'm not coming in Thursday. New updating. Yes, there will be. I think when I last looked, the servers were still in maintenance mode. I got kind of burned by Burning Springs. Welcome me in, by the way. Oh, looks like it might be up. It does say it's up. It says operational. But we're going to stick with Icarus for today. Well, I'm going to play it tomorrow. I don't feel like... It's a much smaller update, so I'm sure it's going to run fine. But I don't really feel like dealing with it. So I'm just gonna jump into 76 tomorrow, give them 24 hours to hotfix whatever they need to hotfix. You would quit your job to play with me? I don't think you need to quit your job. I think you just need to buy 76. You're already jamming. Yeah. We're in Icarus. Icarus is a cool game. I enjoy it. Storm just popped up, so that's perfect. Oh, just a little one. Just a little one. It won't be a problem. Wrong button. There we go. I really wish I could get the slope rails to work, because I'm really afraid I'm going to fall off. Basically, I have a solar panel that we're going to use to pump water up here. It's not being used right now because it's being used on an exotics deposit. So exotics is like a specific currency. Something broken? What the heck? What the heck? Yeah, fix this. Oh, I see, because I didn't replace this with the nicer wood. That makes sense. That makes sense. Those are not mission critical pieces, so that's okay. What was it saying? These are a little bit more mission critical, so that's fine. Exotics are a currency that you use to buy nicer stuff, such as the gear I have on now. And you can get a buttload of them from deposits like this. And eventually we're going to use our power to get to this one too, but the power is currently at another site over, I think here is where it is. So we're going to go collect as soon as this storm blows through and see if it's done. It's an undetermined amount of exotics in it, so we'll see. But yeah, this is a tiny little base. There's not a lot going on here, but it does what it needs to do. It gives me a spot to hide when there's a storm coming through. This is the water pump we're going to put in eventually. But I have the ability to restock my oxygen. When we fix the water, I'll have the ability to restock my water. It's missing. I want to get a cooking bench and a butcher's bench in here, and I have room for those here. I want to get a forge here because I don't have any. I have the ability to make ingots, but I don't have the ability to do anything with those ingots. So I need to get a forge here. What do I need for that? I mean, I could get any of this stuff by going back to my base, my main base. I just don't want to. I have nowhere near 150 stone. And I don't have enough steel. So we're gonna need to work on that. So we're gonna need to go get some iron too. So we'll go do a little bit of mining once this storm blows through. I just kind of mess around in the desert. We got some resources to grab, some stuff to build up. The desert's very interesting. It's very accurate in that it is incredibly hot during the day. I don't know if you can see up above the weather there. It says 98.6 degrees Fahrenheit. I put it in Fahrenheit so I can tell what the temperature is. And that's inside. If I were to step outside, it would be much warmer. But at night, it gets freezing here. So it's a very realistic weather pattern for the desert. So we step outside, and it's 107. And then the only reason why I have this fire going is because it's cooking food, which is also rotting, so that's fun. I just have a little bit too much. I mean, I'm in a desert, exactly. It's very weather accurate in that regard. Let's grab Coupe. This is Coupe. He's a good little... They're called MOAs. It's an emu. I don't know if a MOA is a real thing or a prehistoric thing or what, but they're called MOAs in this game. We're going to take a little bit of exposure, but not. The storm's almost up, so we're just going to get going. We're going to hop on in. What's cool is the way the animal AI works is they don't really like to path on man-made structures. So I might get chased up the ramp by a predator, but a predator isn't really going to wander up there. Aggie! Aggie has a lot of thoughts about... I would love to know what Aggie thinks about desert climates. I would assume she has a lot to say. She kind of looks fit for desert climate. I'm really near two gold ore deposits, which is actually rather exciting. That's gonna be a problem. Okay, hold on. Ugh. That was a hard drop of my internet, and I'm gonna hope it's my Wi-Fi and not my internet. No, that I looked up and my computer said I had no internet signal. Now, if it's my internet and not my Wi-Fi, this won't help, but we're gonna try it. There we go. It might hiccup while it reconnects now. Ugh. Okay. Alright, we are plugged into the Ethernet. See, this is just another sign that 76 would have been a bad idea today. Alright, I think we're back. I think everything's good. So you guys said I was back, but then I plugged in. Take off into a flight. Is this titanium? Yeah. Could come back? Here we go. That music plays anytime you walk up to an exotics deposit. It's kind of funny. Alright. Full up. Alright, it is not done, so we have more exotics to get. I don't really know. There's no real way to know how much is in it. It's all wearing off. Some food. Alright. Are we getting over here? Alright. So we'll let that keep going. So basically, it's picking up like rocks that I can sell. Singing here are more. It's singing here are more exotic. She always has many thoughts on the weather that determines whether or not she can go on the balcony. That's, you know what? That's very valid. Coupe, where'd you go? Coupe! Can't wander off like that. We'll come back. Let's go find a cave. I know there's one over here. So let's see. There's quite a few. I know there's some back behind me, but I'm hoping to find some other ones. But we need more iron, and just more things in general, so I can kind of start making stuff. At first, because I was getting moved in, I was like going back and forth to my bases to make everything, but now I'm like, I think I have enough infrastructure. Oh, that's Cougar. Hold on. I mean, I can totally fight it, but I'd rather outrun it. Desert, everything wants to kill you. Also very realistic. There's a couple of things I want to check out. Because there's a cave around here, but also, very weirdly, oh, that's a cave. That's 100% a cave. We'll check this place out. Coupe, I'm going to set you to follow. This will work because I also need more stone for what I want to build. I like third person so you guys can like see me, but the game is really meant to be played in first person, not third. The animations are just kind of funky in third. Hole in the wall, quite literally. But anyway, I was making a lot of stuff at another base, and I was like, no, I have enough infrastructure here. This base needs to stand on its own. Like, I need to start finding the stuff I want to use. Oh, this is a nice cave. Some good stuff in here. We got stone. Oh, silica. Okay, silica's good. I hear you, worm. But where are you? There it is. Right by some more exotic. Okay, cave with silica in it. Where's Coupe? Coupe's supposed to be following me. Coupe, can you not get in? No, you're right there. You're kind of terrifying looking there, but honestly, you're inside and away from predators, so that's really all I care about. I like this light source that I have, except for it just casts weird shadows on camera. So this is that same purple rock that deposit thing is sucking up. We specifically need iron. I see that I'm encumbered. I can do something about that. I'm just not going to at this exact moment because it won't impact anything I'm doing. We'll fix it before I head out. But I can put some of this stuff on Coupe. I have some bags that will decrease my weight. So I'm aware I'm encumbered. I will deal with it. I promise. There's no reason to panic. I know everyone is panicking. I can tell. You don't need to. I'll handle it. Future Jess will handle it. Future Jess has it under control. Start picking some stuff out of here. This will be good. Once I get the forge up, I'll be able to make nails. When I make nails, I can make a cooking bench and a butcher's bench, so I can actually like utilize all of the meat and stuff I'm finding. Could probably make a smoker, which will give me some more cooking options. Depending on how good my water work is, I may actually try to build a greenhouse here. Like, just see how hospitable can we make this area. The problem is with that is I don't have a glass working bench, and I don't know if I want to make a glass working bench here. So it's on the list of possibilities. A greenhouse is not a for sure. I could always make the greenhouse somewhere else down here. We'll see. But I'm just excited to finally have like a desert locale. I do have a mission I can do, so like maybe we'll do that. The world is our oyster, you know? I don't fully know what the phrase "the world is our oyster" means, but I understand it intellectually, and that's all that matters. Right now, I'm just here grabbing. Oh, so I think I was talking to you guys before. The base we've been making over here, I was going to drop my secondary character down here in mine, right? I think I said that. The problem was I put the supplies over here. I dropped my secondary character down. My secondary character went down where my primary character was. And I'm like, I don't think my level 7 with no equipment is going to make it here through all of that. So I still need to mine over there too. And I may yet, but I think I'll do it with my current character. And I'll bring my secondary character down some other time. I'm going to find some other way to make that character level up. I was like, wow, best laid plans of excellent and all that. Let's make this the idiom stream. Let's use as many idioms as I can think of. Okay. Let's work on some of this carry weight. Better, but we're not there yet. There we go. We're doing better. Okay. So much better. Where'd Coupe go? Coupe, you still in here? You didn't wander off? Okay. We're gonna put a bunch of the exotics on you. There we go. Here, let's watch your ankles. If I remove this boulder, you'll actually be able to walk around. That boulder is your problem. Or, what do they call these? Not ingots. There's a word for all of these. Else do I want? I probably honestly want more charcoal. because the charcoal is going to help me make steel. I don't really know what I need, but I also feel like there's no harm in just filling up on what's here. There's so many resources out here, and frankly, some of it's going to be stuff to take back. And I might... See, what I want to do... So there's missions in the game, right? I've talked about it, but I haven't shown you guys any yet. This is the mission board. I need to do this one, preservation. And it's in the desert.
Group 15 stay pretty quiet about what they're up to. But apparently, they've got a problem.
I think I might start it, though, because I think it's going to be collecting stuff in the desert.
And everyone else.
And that's what we're doing right now?
The future's coming. Where it's all going, who can say? I guess that's up to you.
That's what Soul's saying. I might start this. I just hope it's not going to give us a time limit.
Group 15 want one thing. Knowledge. And they don't care how they get it.
Okay.
All you gotta do now is get that stuff back to orbit.
Interesting.
They've dropped units at points marked on your map. Should be easy enough if this weren't Icarus.
There's only the one. I'm a little confused about what we're doing. So we'll take what we have back and then kind of run that mission, I guess. Because I also want to keep working on the base, but I can't really keep working on the base until that exotics deposit is done. And I don't know how long that's gonna take. So we might as well kind of get what we need and fill the tank. Because then this time, you guys can finally watch me do like one of these missions I talk about. Those missions are kind of how the game started. The game started as each mission you would come in and completely restart your base. And people understandably found that to be very egregious. While we're here, that's also... Oh, we're getting to the near the end of the day. Yeah. I was not paying attention to the time of day. Because Captain Morgan on this rock over here. I don't want to solve the bench here. The base I have doesn't have a lot of room, which we can rectify. I can make the base bigger. I just don't necessarily want to. The idea is it's not a huge base. Ran into a cactus. That's no fun. Where was that cave? Here-ish? I didn't bring more beacons with me, and I don't want to lose where my thing is over here. Could get a little tricky. Oh, my food's wearing off again. My thing's here. Let's go ahead and just empty it out. Okay, and then home is district. I need to set my beacon at my house to be visible further away than it is. So we'll get inside for the night before it actually gets cold in the desert. Also, that deposit miner is running off of solar power, so if I'm in the dark, it's not depositing anything. See, that's the other cave that's actually really near my house. There's a lot of stuff in there too. There's a lot of materials out here, but we'll work on. Like I said, I want to work on the base, but I can't really finish the base until I can get that solar panel from over there moved to the base, and so there's things, there's stuff, there's priorities. I can't make up my mind the order in which I want to do things. Very normal me stuff. But I just really like having a cliff base. I think it's fun. Alright, Coupe. Sit you in here. We'll put you back on Wander. Go. Request a pod. in steel. There's got to be more charcoal in here now. There it is. So, I think it's got all that food cooked too. Okay, we're gonna start this running. But then we're also gonna go to bed for the night so I can get the sun going. There we are. Not a very good coziness bonus here, but we're working on it. Can't do that. Okay. Get the steel blooms going. We're just gonna put more stuff in here. And like I said, try to get myself walkable here, which we are. Cool. If all this food is cooked, which it appears to be, we're gonna deactivate the fire. Wood is a little bit scarce in the desert, not grossly so. You can see all the palm trees, but it's not as plentiful as it is in the forest, unsurprisingly. So I don't really want to use more than I need. We're going to run over to this drop pod over here. And the drop pod is how we... You coming to give me a problem? So are you. We're good. Everything's fine. No one needs to panic. Everything's under control. Take care of the rest of this once I get rid of the exotics. This is more exotics than I have ever had. So finally mining these deposits is really going to help me advance in the game. We can definitely afford a cow. Let me tell you, cows are on the horizon. Coming. There are just too many animals in the desert. Oh my God. Injury. You little jerk. Doing so good. Wrong button. There we go. Alright. No more injury. Deliver a cargo pod of dried meats. Deliver a cargo pod. I don't know what that means. Okay. Can we make a smoker easily? Let's find out. No, because I don't have concrete mix, nor do I have the ability to. So we cannot easily make a smoker here. That's fine. I can get concrete from here. We don't have to go all the way back to the base. We only have to go back about halfway to here, which is not a problem. And then I can get some concrete. I think what I'm gonna do for now, I'd like to make a drying rack. Don't think don't have enough to do what I want to do. That's fine. We're gonna turn all this back on and get it back to cooking. Get this running. This stuff in. Oh, I have so much stuff on me. Hold on. We gotta get this under control. We gotta get under control here. We gotta get ourselves under control. Oh, I forgot I had the effing coconuts in here. That's fine. That's good enough for now. Okay, so plan is then go up, check on the mission, figure out what we need. Along the way, try to get supplies to make a drying rack, maybe. But really, what we'll probably do is go back down to this base and get some cement so we can make a smoker. I'd like this to be. I don't want it to be at no limit, but it needs to be visible from further away than it is now. Coupe, did I leave anything on you? I did not. Alright, bud, we're getting ready to go, so you should probably drink some water. Okay, or don't. Don't drink water. That's going to be a you problem here in a minute. Your animals can't actually die from... Like, your animal can only die from, like, fall damage, or another animal, it can't die from diet. So, I'm not actually that actively worried about it. He'll just move slower if he's thirsty. Let's go to this pod, and then maybe we'll hop over and make a smoker at our other base. And I say that as much as I want this base to be self-sufficient, I don't know if I want to use, like, cement mixer. I guess I could make a bench. It currently had a normal masonry bench. I could make the masonry, like, I could give it a tier 4 bench, but then I'd have to get it electricity, which I don't want to do right now. But I don't know if I want to find room for the cement mixer here in the same way. I'm not sure I want to find room. That's a little bit of a problem, but it's going to be okay. I would like to stop and look at my map, but you're all chasing me. Okay, we're coming up on it. I think that's a waterfall over there. That's cool. No, it's not a cave. There's a cave nearby because we're out in the elements right now.
Here we go.
Okay.
You got this.
Oof! That is not all available here. That's gross. Okay. Now we know what it wants. I can't see a darned thing. Okay. If we want all these dried meats, I am going to need the ability to dry meat in the desert. So we're still going to go to that other base and get the smoker made. I have a smoker at that base, but I want to keep the smoker at that base. Wow, I can't see a thing. Like, genuinely can. This is not good. Where the F are we? Okay. This is crazy. Absolutely crazy. Okay, follow the river. Right now, following the river is going to help us, and that's something I can kind of see. And around here was that cave. It yet. Achoo! Woo! Pardon me. Must be sneezing because I'm seeing all this dust. Yeah, we've missed the cave. In fact, we might be in a lot of danger because it looks like we're up on a cliff, which is not good. We've definitely missed the cave. So, yeah, this is fun. This is a good time. We're taking some damage. What can I find here? Yeah, nothing. Nothing really. We're just gonna be taking damage. This was not my brightest move. I should have been paying a little bit more attention than I was. That's okay. We'll be okay. I believe in our ability to be okay. Oh, it's so nasty. We're almost out. And honestly, considering I apparently need to hunt bears, going to this region would be good. We're gonna have to fight an elephant. That's a little scary. Okay, we're almost out. How do we get out of here? There we go. We are in the cave. We're gonna be okay. And we got to the cave just as the storm was passing anyway. That's just a cave worm. It's fine. It'll leave us alone. Oh, good. And here it was raining. That's fine. Trees are falling over. Out of one storm into the other. We actually have to kill 3 of those. Okay. It's okay, Coupe. Set my spawn point here because we're gonna be here a minute. Okay. This is so much more homey. So much more homey. I have a cement mixer. A fair amount of cement in it. Make more. Make so much cement. We'll keep making a lot of cement. You have water. You have water literally right there, Coupe. And you're like, no, Coupe! No. Your water is right there. Drink that water. Okay, that's what we did. Probably hungry. We'll work on that. Okay, so now that we're inside and I can read, we need 5 dried fatty T-bones, 10 dried gamey meat, 5 dried steak, giant steak, 10 dried soft meat, 10 dried stringy meat, 10 dried white meat. The only thing I can't get in the desert is T-bone. The rest of it, there are animals in the desert we can hunt where we will get that. So I think we work on making the smoker here, and then, see, this is what I need to build there. We'll make the smoker here. All the time. Stop seeing my water, you have water. Smoker. Yeah, I'll be able to make that here. We'll make a smoker. So we can make ingots, but fine. I can do that. Okay, so for the smoker, I will need concrete is already done. I'll need the ingots, and the rest of it's good. Okay. We're solid. And there's that bear. I need that bear. Come here. Got it. And now we gotta hope for fatty T-bones. Let's see if we get lucky. We did not get lucky. So I'm gonna have to keep hunting bears. That's fine. Coupe, come here. You're probably hungry. You can have this, because I don't care. We'll start cooking. Actually, no, we'll just turn it in with that. Wrong bench. It's in a different location everywhere. Okay. Now that the raid's done, I think we're going to need to take Coupe out and try to find a bear. There's other things I can hunt for some of these other meats I need, but specifically, it's a bear that I can't get in the desert. So while that ore is getting made, let's go bear hunting, which is not something I ever usually say. But that bear doesn't respawn for a little bit, so we'll head this direction. There's a lot more bears over here and over here. We could go into the Arctic and get some polar bears too. There's a moa. Let's go bear hunting. I tend to find bears at transition periods between biomes. I think the game does that on purpose. So we're just going to kind of run indiscriminately and look for a bear over here. Everything else we can do from the desert. It's too bad I didn't do this like 2 weeks ago. They recently did an update to the game. It used to be I could convert meat into other meats, and it would have made this really easy. I don't really begrudge the fact that they got rid of that because it didn't make sense that I could do that. But it would have made this quest a lot easier. At least I don't think I can do it anymore. But we'll get this part done. And then the rest of it we can do in the desert. There's zebra, elephant, scorpions, cougars, boars. Yeah, the rest of it can all be done from the desert. So somewhere over here there's usually more bears. Usually. They're not necessarily guaranteed. Of course, when I actually want a bear, I probably won't find any, because, like, why would I? Not a bear. Not a bear. This was a cute little spot. I thought about making a base. Just for the vibes. If I don't find one particularly quick, anyway, we'll go back and finish the smoker, and we can do literally everything but this. And at least get it started. And then maybe go after some polar bears, because they're probably going to be a little bit more for sure than a bear. I really liked this spot. I really thought about making a base here. I still might. Where you're like very clearly in the forest, but you can look out your window and you're in the desert. It's a cool spot. So these are all things I can hunt to get the meats to, but I'm not really that worried about it. If I don't find something kind of quick, we'll just go do everything else. And then I wanted to check out that Arctic area anyway. We could. His problem is he's in a desert saddle and not the Arctic saddle, and so I'd really rather not take him into the Arctic, but he'll be okay. I guess I could go in there on foot. I wouldn't really want to leave him unattended, so I don't know. What? Oh. Okay. That's cool. I've never seen this before. I have never seen this before, but I've heard about it. I think that might have actually just changed the exotic location in the desert, so I might not have the locations where my stuff is anymore. So I will now be pretty anxious to go back and check. Okay. We're gonna go look down here briefly, because I feel like I've found a fair amount of bears over here. And if we don't, we'll just go back and make our smoker, we'll go to the desert. And we'll worry about all of the other meat except for this. And then I'll get that part figured out at some point. But we'll see if we can find a bear. A wolf. I don't want to find a bear, or at the time I do want to find a bear is the time they'll have no bears on the map. We got a lot of deer, There's a pronghorn thing. Yeah, that's a rabbit. That's a deer. Of course. Rabbits. I'm not quite at the spot I was looking for though, so I'm not quite giving up. Is that a cave? No. I feel like I've seen bears through here. If not, we're really close to the Arctic and I can pop in and try to get a polar bear. But I'll feel safer leaving Coupe here if I don't find a bear than if I... It's a warthog, it's a buffalo... Bear! Got one. Anything else coming? T-bone, T-bone, T-bone. Nope. Gosh dang it. Coupe! Okay, one more try. We'll go a little bit further in. Noah, horse, deer. Or not deer, horse. Rabbit. More. Here. Okay. We're just getting some bad luck. That's all. How close are we to the Arctic? Very. Okay. So we're just gonna poke our head into the Arctic, see if there's a polar bear. And if there's not, we're just gonna go back, get the smoker, and go get started. Because I don't feel like doing this forever. And this is something I could easily do on my own and not have trouble you all with it. It's gonna be cold. And that's just gonna have to be okay. There's a polar bear. Now, polar bears are much harder to fight than regular bears, so I'm hoping to get a good. Was close. T-bones, T-bones, T-bones. Hey, 9 of them! Heck yeah! Okay, Coupe, we did it. We can go. So we need to go here. Everybody's like, no. We're a wee bit cold. I think you just have a higher chance of getting them from polar bears than you do from regular bears. Which makes sense because they're supposed to be like better meat. So we'll get these smoking. Because I have a smoker at this base. Okay. Cave. Bee cave. Coupe will like bees. Exotics! Coupe, where'd you go? I don't care that much about the bees. I know, they're eating us. It's gonna be okay. I'm really glad I'm on the really fast mount because this would have taken forever otherwise. We'll make a smoker, we'll get this meat starting to smoke, and then we'll go back to the base, get this working, because that way, as we inevitably have to hunt things, it'll be good. I think I'm actually going to go for the giant meat from the elephant sooner rather than later, because to fight the elephant we'll almost certainly need my gun, and I only have so much ammo. So I would rather hunt the elephant while I have more ammo than not. Especially if I get a bad roll again and I have to fight more than one elephant, which I'd really rather not deal with. We're close. So basically it'll be go back, get this meat smoking, make a smoker, go to the base, get it started, check on the exotics deposit to see if they moved because of that meteor shower we saw. And then go elephant hunting. I think that's kind of the first couple of steps we have. And then the rest of it we should just be able to work on as we do things. Like, I'll encounter enough of these animals, we can just do it while we play. And I'll get anything that I needed to, like, run around and do something extra for out of the way. Which will be good. take you off follow. Don't have anything on you. Okay. This should still be good to go. Dried fatty tea. Before I check, dried fatty tea. Yep. Just start making those. Gamey meat, steak, soft meat, stringy meat, white meat. I think this is just basic dried meat, but I guess make what you can while you're here. Delivered.
Preparing to attack.
I need to eat. There we go. This gets to work. Oh, where's my textiles? There it is. Can actually have some Arctic fur here, I guess. I'm gonna take the charcoal because I'll want it at the other base. Okay. So I need cement. I need iron and copper. Smoker. What am I still missing? Oh, the charcoal. Okay. It's funny how I can't find it in a bag. Coupe, come here. You are gonna carry... We're gonna take the cement back with us because we might need it. And in fact, I might just go make a bunch of cement. And take it back with us just to have some. Just in case. I might make a cement mixer there. I might not. I might make a glass cooking bench there. I might not. I only have so much room. I could get up some of the storage space. Make room. I could make the base bigger. Especially if I make a cement mixer there, because then I can keep making a cement base there. We'll see. I guess I could also just make a workshop room. Which I'd really rather not do, but I could. Actually, I could, because then I could put the concrete furnace in there, and then I wouldn't be having a furnace run in my house in the desert, so maybe I want to do that anyway. I don't know. I don't think I have enough to turn all of this into concrete anyway. Do I have more silica here? I do. Just make so much concrete. Make all that concrete. Okay. So we've made the smoker. Some of the meat is smoking now. Is there anything else I want to make for that base while I'm here? I could just make the cooking bed. No. I want kitchen. Oh, I can make the homestead ones. No, honestly, this should be pretty easy to make at that other base. So we'll let this cement finish up. We need about 3 minutes. This will be done cooking soon, too. I don't really care about the rest of that meat. Is there anything else here? Yes, I'd like to take all this charcoal with me. I don't think I have an extra beacon here. What do I have that I might want? I think I'm gonna take the sticks with me. Because... And then I might take the stone pieces with me. These are regular stone ramps, right? Yeah. We'll take those too, because I can utilize those in a couple places at my base that need something a little bit tougher. Just gonna kind of go through everything to make sure there's nothing I need in any of these benches. I don't think there's anything that I can't get somewhere else. There's a bunch of stone in here too. But I'm gonna take the concrete with us just because when we have concrete, so that needs another 2 minutes. This is done. This has 1.5 or 1.3 hours before it's spoiled, so we have plenty of time. So based off of the time, I'm going to assume we're going to sleep here tonight, which is completely fine, because it's still another 2 minutes until all this concrete's ready. So we'll sleep here tonight. And then we'll head back in. Let me fill this while I'm here. And we're gonna fill this while I'm here, but I'm gonna stand here and watch it do this, because I'm notorious for leaving my oxygen container in one of these. And I'd rather not do that. So we're gonna sit here and watch this. I wasn't really in a danger zone. Halfway is still gonna last a really long time. But as long as we're not doing anything, we might as well restock our supplies. No reason not to. Let's put one up nicely. Okay. It's gonna be done. I'm not really worried about this finishing. We'll take what's done and we'll let the rest go. We'll grab this and then it'll be about time to sleep and then we'll get a move on. Go. Concrete. And we're gonna take the concrete with us that we can. Ooh, I do have stuff here, but it's just, it's nothing I really want. Unless I took the stone brick and built an extension of my house. I could do that. I could do that. It would give me that little bit more room that I need. Well, that's okay. Alright. Sleep. We're up. We'll leave some charcoal here. So I want some of it. Okay. My stuff's restocked. I have the dried stuff. I have materials. You have the smoker, as well as more concrete and more charcoal. And you did get a pretty good meal. Let's head out. We'll just take what's done. Rest of it can stay. And then we're gonna head to the pod because I want to get rid of the stakes that we have. Even though it says I have a 1.3 hours, I still don't want to risk. Oh no, it's a wolf. I don't want to risk. I should have restocked my light while I was there too. That's okay. I really needed to do that one more than what I did, but I should be able to build a biofuel thing there. Shouldn't be a problem. What was I saying? Oh, I want to make sure I turn into a steak. Just because the fatty T-bone's so hard, like, literally all these other animals are going to be so easy to get what I need. Although I did kill my skinning bench, and the skinning bench would have been helpful, but my base is so high up that it would have been a pain to use, so whatever. But yeah, we have the stuff, so we're gonna go in, turn the steaks in. Actually, I do want to check on my... We're gonna go this way. Because this way we can do two things at once. It's a path to the pod to turn in the steaks, but it's also a way to go check our exotics deposit that might not have exotics on it anymore. So we can do two things at once. Turn in these, and then we're gonna go to the base and get the base kind of set up and ready to go, and then hunt along the way. Everything at this point we should be able to do is hunt along the way. Which I could be doing now, but I don't want to carry even more stuff. But we're gonna have no problems at finding the other meat. No problems at all. In fact, usually I'm inundated. But I did say I wanted to fight an elephant first before I run out of my good ammo, and I stand by that. In fact, that might be something, if we encounter an elephant on the way, maybe I'll fight it. But this really won't be that bad of a mission. Okay, here's where our exotics were. Is it still? Oh, it's still there. It does look dried up now, though. Yep, it is dried up now. And that's just gonna be there, apparently, but that's fine. Coupe, I would like you to carry this instead of me. Thank you. This thing, and that'll be great. We'll be able to set up the base because now we can start pulling exotics out of the thing by the base. So we got a lot going for us. But this is kind of what the missions are like. Some of them are like this. They're acquire. Oh, there's an elephant. So I should have followed just in case. Because we'll spawn back in that other base. I really don't want to fight an elephant. But this is a good position to do it from. Or I could apparently one-shot it. Okay. In my defense, I fought a mammoth before. And fighting a mammoth was horrible. I'm not really... But I think it's kind of similar to a bear and a polar bear. The bear is much easier than the polar bear, so the elephant being much easier than the mammoth also makes sense. Giant raw steak. Okay, good news, we got a giant raw steak. Bad news, we got 4 when we need 5. So we'll still have to get more done. We will still have to kill another elephant, but now I know. Not really hard to kill an elephant. Coupe, where'd you go? I said you to follow, right? Yep. Well, that was way less work than I thought it was going to be, even though we still need to kill another one. Like the desert, there's just a lot going on. I don't know what I'm crafting where I'm still getting experience. I don't know if that's the dried steak. It's something. I think I definitely took the long way around. But that's okay. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah. I see where we are. I see. This is where I went. Oh, is that a waterfall? That's exactly where we're at. And then we went this way. Very close. It's around this corner. I think Coupe is tired and hungry. That's why he's not going as fast as he was. Which, you know what? Fair. That's fair. Let's see if we can just get away from everybody. Yes, we can. I guess I don't super recognize everything anyway, because the last time we were here it was kind of storming. Split stack, if not, it's 5. Right. Okay, that part's done. So now we need to go to our base, which is still not showing up on my HUD. Oh, well, it's that way. It's the best way there. Probably the way I'm going. We do need to fight another elephant if we can. Zebras, scorpions, basically all the things I'm passing. But I already have stuff on me, so the only thing I'm really going to stop for right now is an elephant, because those don't pop up as often as all of these other creatures. Where the other ones are drastically common. And I'm going to get my base set up. And then once the base is set up, we can go and do everything else. I think we're really close. Yeah. So many of these we're going to be able to fight from our front porch, which is going to be nice. There's the base. As long as we're here. Zebra is one possibility. You still set to follow? Yes. Did not get anything. I was like, what? I don't think this has anything, but we're gonna try anyway. Shot you in the butt. Shot you in the butt. You were trying to take a walk and I shot you in the butt. Shot you in the butt. Koopa, you still with me? Yes, you are. But you're not going to be able to get up this ramp without my help. So. Cool, this is still there. So we did see the meteor shower. Nope, unless that's me losing the deposit, which is possible. Nope, it's still there. Go pick them. I know you want to eat. I have food for you. I have food for you, it's just in your stable. I will highly prioritize you eating, I promise. Set you to wander. See, there's food in here for you to eat. You'll be okay. Not a lot, I know, but we'll get it. Oh, actually, I need to... You decided to nap first. I respect that. Okay, keep the drill on you, because I don't want to carry all of this. I'm going to set the smoker over here. Because I don't necessarily want it right by... I don't know why that's how you're choosing drinking water, but okay. Charcoal. Put that in, put that in. You out of... Yeah. See, this is all stuff I cooked. I didn't necessarily need to. Okay. Let's get everything under control here. Why did I? Oh, that's why I got. Okay. My brain is running in so many directions right now. Crushed bone. Do I want more? What I want to do is grab this and put it in there. Bacon does not help me. And bacon actually can't be dried anyway. Okay, so we're gonna put the cement here because I don't have a use for it now. I just want it. Same thing, cement here. And sticks here because there was something I wanted to build that wanted sticks. And then textiles bench can have the fur. Where did I put my other? Not there. Here. That's where you can put the building materials. Because I want those ramps for something. Textiles can take all this leather. Trophy bench because of reasons. Not necessarily priority, it just happened that way. We're gonna put the exotics in here for now. I'm gonna have more exotics to turn in eventually. I don't want to deal with that, and this can go in there. Okay, so then what I need is this stuff. Let's go ahead and do some base building. Why did you not start making... I see. I forget with the smoker, I have to tell it to make it. Where the campfire, you don't have to do that. Okay. So, what we're gonna do... This has to be deployed in water, I think. Yes. So. This is gonna be a lot of fun. First things first. Wrong button. Coupe, give me this thing. Coupe! Coupe, you gotta stay in your house, bud. I got an achievement chasing after you, Coupe. That's how much I have to chase after you. Okay. G. Down. I would rather keep the solar panel up. Okay. This is going to be a little obnoxious, but we're going to do it, and then we're going to do it again for the water. It's going to be a great time. People spend a lot of time really trying to make these look good, and I'm not sure I'm that motivated. Should have let it go the other side, but it's too late now. We're committed to this side. And then I'm gonna deploy solar panel, and then 9 to the solar panel. That's gonna get started. I know I just said I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this, but I want to spend a little bit of time on this because that looks better. Okay. The next thing we're going to do is run down here. This is going to be annoying. I knew this was going to be a problem when I put everything up there, and I did it anyway. I hate that. I'm gonna just run the electric cable up the hill. Oh, it's gross. This is gonna look gross though. There's no universe where I make this not look gross. These were the life choices I made, and I'm gonna have to live with them. And it's gonna be fine. Okay. First part, done. Power. 8. Still here, molded in a webinar hey, anytime a webinar is actually interesting, totally for it. I support that completely. I'm not going to be upset that your time was not wasted by this thing you had to watch. It was honestly probably more interesting than me laying cable. Like, let's be honest. How interesting is this really? This up. And over. This would probably like I've watched players lay cable. This would probably cause a lot of people a lot of stress. But I'm not a lot of people, so here we are. This is my desert base. And this is what's going to happen in it. You're lucky that I'm making it as neat as I am, and not less neat. This needs to go over here for a couple of reasons. One, his water tank can be filled by way of pump. I brought one specifically that could. So now I'm not going to have to fill his up anymore. And then we're going to snake this over. And put the water purifier into it, which I'm very excited to do. And then the other thing we're going to do is stick a barrel here. Because I forgot, I brought this because I had already had it made, but you can't plug this to your water system. So now, this will get filled up. This is my water purifier, so I can put my container in here, and it will fill my container, which is pretty exciting. This is going to help us with water in the desert. It's a little ugly, but we're getting exotics and water and power, and I'm not sure I care that it's a little ugly. Okay. The water and electricity tools are going to stay in here now. I think this is now out of fuel. I don't know why I'm getting such a horrible visual glitch, but I am. So you need something to burn. I don't have that much wood, so I don't want to use that much, but I can go get some wood. Okay, so the base is doing much better. Like I said, I still need to build the things I need to build, but I think we can go work on what we need to work on. So these are cooked. How are you doing in here? You don't have a lot of food, so let's grab. Then we'll grab you cooked bacon. And we'll keep the cooked bacon in here. it or not, Coupe, I actually do want to take you out. So we're gonna go we're gonna go hunting, and also go back to the beacon to take the giant stakes that we have. Because again, I don't really want to lose those. How long do I have with those? Oh, we have 1.9 hours. We don't have to rush. Rushing is not required. So much bacon. Okay. We're gonna set you back on follow, because frankly, it's probably gonna be mostly me running. That's something I should have shot. That's okay. See, the hyenas don't necessarily have anything I'm looking for. They just might kill me. That was a good shot. I'm not gonna take everything. Something's gonna kill me. You got him, Coupe. Here comes something else. But I did get some of what I need. This would definitely go better if I still had the skinning bench, which I definitely destroyed like the last time I played. Because I was like, when am I going to need a skinning bench? But you don't need the skinning bench, I don't think, to get some of these meats. It just helps. I did get some of what we needed. Ah! We got more of what we needed. So let's head back up. Honestly, leaving the carcasses might help because it might bring more animals in for us to hunt, even though we're still gonna have to go find another elephant. Dried soft meat. There's 9 of those and 6 of the raw white meat. And I need 10. Yeah, so it's not enough, basically, is what I'm getting out of this. I'm just gonna go hunting. I'm just gonna... Oh, there's an elephant. We should go get that. Ooh, raw gamey meat. Getting a little lucky here. Getting a little lucky here. Let's grab this elephant. Yeah, apparently elephants really easy to kill. Did not realize. I've been avoiding them like the plague all this time. Apparently didn't need to. Some more things. I want to deal with that, but we gotta deal with the scorpion first. Get him, Coupe. That elephant gave us, what's coming? Whoa! Okay. Not effing around there. That was something. You okay, Coupe? Alright. Stringy meat. Excellent. But the other thing we're gonna grab before we go any further, heck yeah, come here, are these suckers. Koopa, you're gonna carry one of these for me, because I can't carry both. Tusks give you so much bone. Okay. We're running back up. We're gonna be close. I also need to heal, though, because I took a lot of damage from all those scorpions. So we got the gamey meat. And we got the stringy meat. And we got the white meat. It's still working, and this is still working. That's a lot of meat. Okay. I'm getting really hot because I'm standing right next to this thing. Okay. Come here. What do I do with an elephant tusk? Yeah, I want to crush bone. It'll let me crush mammoth tusks. Ah, there we go. Elephant tusk. Crush. Coupe, you got the other one on you. I will take that. It's not worth quite as much as a mammoth tusk, but that is a-okay. We need to eat a bunch of stuff, also because it will bring back some of my health. So let's see here. Did not get any elephant steak. I have 4 elephant steak on me. I need 10 dried white meat. I have 16, so we're good there. Dried soft meat. We will get there. Eventually. So I need more giant steaks, so we gotta go find another elephant. We're good on white meat. Soft meat, I need 10. I have 7 and 8, so it needs to cook 2 more. So we'll have a soft meat. Stringy meat, we need 10. I'll have it. Gamey meat, we need 10, and I have 9. So we need more gamey meat and more giant meat. Let's get back out there. I probably could have done these wires in a way, and maybe one day I'll redo them in a way where we won't see them, but again, I just don't think it's that important to me. Okay, so we need an elephant or an antelope creature, right? Because it's gamey meat, which is zebra, camois, I don't know how you pronounce that, or a deer will work, and an elephant. I think we saw another elephant in this direction. Apparently antelope don't have it, which I think is strange, but it's possible. That's a boar, which we've already gotten. Surely it should not be too hard to spot an elephant. There's a geyser. What are we doing? We're doing good. We have all our mounts. Nothing's happened back home. Eventually, I think maybe at the turn of the night, if I don't have everything, we'll just go. See, this area over here is really pretty. I thought about building a base over here because of how pretty this is. But I feel like this is a base I'd spend a lot more time on than the one I just made. Like, that's my kind of, like, beginning of the desert outpost, get me here kind of base. And then, look how pretty this is. I mean, my other base is built by a waterfall, but, like, look at this. Look at that. I'm gonna get attacked here. See, the thing that's running away is the thing I needed to kill. The thing that's running towards me is not what I needed to kill. You should still be on follow, so I should be able to run around here. But, like, that's so pretty. And then there's another one. Over here. See. Look at that. I don't really care about that. Who can follow me? Yeah. Like, look back here. See what we get here. More gamey meat. Excellent. Cool. We can go back and start letting that cut. Like, look how pretty it is back here. Like, it would be really cool to build a house on stilts. Right? So, like, there's a ramp up to it, and then you build a house into the waterfall. I think that would be really cool. And my other base is close enough I could use it as a forward push. Like, this would be kind of close to have two bases next to each other, but this would let me build there. So I think that this is where I'd really like to build my desert base, but it would take a lot of planning. Suboxide. Because basically I'd want to build a ramp up, and then I'd need to build like a bridge across. Like, it would take a lot of work to make it happen the way I want it to happen. Okay, we might as well... Okay, where'd you go? Head back and get what I'm making working. We need to kill another elephant. And don't worry, on this planet they're not endangered species, so we don't have to feel bad about it. Even though I really don't like hunting them. Because mentally I'm like, no! But it's actually fine. See, this is another cool little spot. You know, you can build like a house here and have a waterfall there. I don't know. There's possibilities and options. I eventually want to build like a much more expansive, large base. And like I said, the base I have would be perfect for just having a place in the desert to build while I build a better one. He would give me that opportunity. Okay, so we're going to the base. If anyone sees an elephant, shout it out. Otherwise, we'll let all this cook, and then we'll have everything but the elephant stuff at the start of the new day. Keep the salmon right there before that thing spots us. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna set you to wander. No, don't wander outside. That's not what I meant. Go. More gamey meat. I'm losing stringy meat. But the thing is I'm about to lose a stringy meat, but I only need 10 and I have 18, so 9 or 17 now, but we'll be okay. So soft meat, I need 10 and I have 9, but I have more soft meat that's gonna get made here eventually. This is just gonna take forever. That's okay. I am way too hot standing by all that fire. While we're standing around, let's work on that forge. Steel, stone, iron. So I have 150 stone. Okay, damn. Steel, iron. I need a little bit more iron and I need epoxy. I definitely have epoxy. That's definitely happening because I have all this crushed bone. We need to make more iron. Okay, making all kinds of epoxy. Okay, so we have everything but the 2 iron ingots, which may actually be made by now. Yep. Go ahead and make that. Excellent. Get rid of some of this stuff. Boy. It says it must be placed outside, and I think that's a lie, because I have never once placed outside. I just kind of fudge it, and it works. Because then it says it is outside, but it says it must be placed outside, and I'm like, I don't know what you want. So then the idea is I would bring these over and make, yeah, it works. So whatever it's complaining about is a non-issue. It's gonna make the stuff. Cool. So forge is working. It's 18. So let's go ahead and reset our spawn point here in sleep. So now I just basically want the kitchen benches. You know what, this probably doesn't need to be on anymore. This is all just hanging out in there anyway, and then I don't have to have as much heat going. Stringy meat, gaming meat. Okay. So, dried soft meat, cooked white meat, dried stringy meat. Hey, Mackenzie, welcome! How's it going today? Hope you're doing well. Okay, so I need dried stringy meat, and that's what's cooking right now. We still need another creature anyway, so we're gonna take what we have and see if we can spot what we need along the way. That's kind of my plan right now. Because part of me is like, the efficient thing to do is wait for all that to be done, but it doesn't matter because I need to go anyway. BRB, no problem. Honestly, I'm probably gonna have to take a bathroom break here in a minute. What happened here? Oh, that's nice. Something ate my drill. I was warned about that, but I... Hold on. This is probably moot. We're gonna crash the game on purpose. So what happened there was, my drill got destroyed. What probably happened was an animal bumped into it. I was told they won't eat it, like they won't attack it on purpose, but if they bump into it, they will. And so something must have just attacked it while I wasn't looking. Which isn't the end of the world. It's a lot of supplies to remake it that I don't have here, so I would have to make them somewhere else. So I'm taking a shot in the dark that it was destroyed within the last 3 minutes and I can come back and save it. But if not, we lost it. I will make it and I'll learn my lesson and I'll cover it in something. But I did leave all those carcasses around, so there's probably a lot of things going on. So we'll see if I can salvage it, and if not, you live and learn, and then you buy loves. The reason why I said I had to crash the game on purpose, which is I just hard closed the game. The game saves on exit, and
Here we go.
Doesn't have
You
multiple.
got this.
There's no like multiple saves. You can't like scum save and have 5,000 things. What the heck? Okay, it's still there. We haven't lost it, so we're okay. So to me, this was worth it. Now, I think the reason why it doesn't currently have power is because the sun is not on the solar panel. Okay. So we just repaired it a bit. Hopefully that won't continue to be a problem. New plan. And then we'll get back. We're back to before I built that forge, but that's okay. We're just gonna grab a bunch of building supplies and run over here and see if we can't stop this from happening again. Hold on. New plan. New plan. Do I have... should have brought... I almost brought a stack of 20 posts and I didn't. I'm regretting that now. Oh no, I have 12. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. This will work in lieu of having a foundation of any kind. I don't really need it to have a foundation, I just need it to work, basically. Come on. Oh, I really gotta pee, but I'm focused and I don't want to stop. This is so finicky. I think it's because it doesn't want me to place something there. Oh, I saw it. There we go. Saw it. Saw it. Come on. Got it. Got it. Okay. We're making progress. Now this wall will be okay. There we go. Should make it less grumpy. Go. We don't have full walls. I could go make stuff. I'm just not going to. This should suffice. And again, I don't need to make it crazy secure. You can do half and half. Interesting. I don't need to make it crazy secure. I just need to make it where they can't obviously see it, and they're not going to seek it out. And then I should just be able to hop over and grab it. Okay, hopefully that's going to stop that from being a problem. Oh, I see what happened is I never went to sleep. Okay. That's what happened. Reset my spawn point and sleep here. Okay. We can at least have daylight now. Well, deactivate this. And this probably needs... How many gaming needs do I have versus how many do I need? Giant steak I still need, dried soft meat. I need one more. We're just gonna kind of overdo these in case they start rotting. And then from there, just go ahead and do the rest. This is a pretty big storm, so this one I'm not going to be stupid and go out in. Even though I kind of want to. Okay, anything that's cooked instead of dry, we're okay. This is crazy. Alright, I'm going to let this storm run, but I'm going to run to the restroom because I can't do anything until this is done anyway. Wrong one. There we go. So I will be right back and we're going to let this storm blow through. Hope you all enjoyed the dulcet tones of a desert sandstorm. Something's breaking down in it. I think it's just my ramp outside the house. This thing. I hope, anyway. How are you doing, Lupe? Are you okay in here? You surviving? Literally? It's just what's breaking down is the wood. That's all. The regular wood parts. Now I do want to check. All of the stuff we made this out of should survive the storm, but I want to make sure my dang drill's. Yeah, it is. Because I eventually I'm gonna make a second solar panel, which since I don't have a platform, I need a hospital bench actually to do it. I think I'm gonna replace some of the wood with the stone that I brought, which is still not great, but it's better than what I have there. Oh, I see. Because I reloaded, I never set it to do this. Yes, please make all this epoxy. And we can go back to... Oh, it never even made this for me. Okay. Whoops. I should have been letting all of that do its work, and I wasn't. That's okay. It's gonna take up a lot of XP, which will be nice. I mean, we already leveled up once on this stream, and you can see it's already gone. I will say that you can't level up past 60. I just realized, hold on. Alright, guys. My camera has been covering what I'm trying to do. There we go. Now you guys can actually see what I'm talking about. Alright, we still gotta make that forge again, but that's okay. We're just gonna take what we have, see how close we get, and we gotta look for an elephant. So, lost a little bit of progress, but to me it was worth it to not lose that drill. Losing that drill would have been a big bummer. Okay, so back to the pod, and if we can find an elephant on the way, that's fantastic. If we can't, life goes on. But we will need to find one. I haven't double checked that we actually got everything we needed, but I know we don't have everything we needed because we don't have all of the elephant steaks. So that's fine. Running. I need to watch my stamina. Oh, there's an elephant. Set you back to follow. Probably have your tusks on you again. Not this time. Okay, we're gonna leave that. Let the animals eat it. The nearby predators will scavenge it, so it doesn't go to waste. We'll be able to go back and cook those, but we'll go put in what we have. This will be like, I finally will have done an operation on the stream with you guys. Some of them are like this, some of them are you build resources and you do stuff. Some of them are all combat related. Some of them are building. There's just different things. Okay, so let's start with gamey meat. It wants 10 gamey meat. Okay. 5 dried elephant steaks. I only have 4, so we'll need to do 1 more, but we now have the means to do that. 10 dried soft steaks. That time I got 13, so if I had gotten that one, it would have been good from the beginning. 10 dried stringy meat. Where's the dried... Do I not even have any dried stringy meat? Dried meat... 3. I only have 3. So we'll need 5 more of that, and then dried... Wow, I thought I brought more than I did, but I apparently didn't bring that much. Oh no, I put 12 in. Only needs 10. Okay. So I need 1 more giant steak, which we have. The stringy meat and the dried white meat. Dried white meat? I think that's cooking. I think we have that in its cooking, but I could... No, it says only boars, so maybe I don't have that yet. Okay, we'll head back towards the base, and we'll shoot some boars on the way. There's certainly a lot of them, so it shouldn't be a problem. In fact, there's one right there. We'll just go after this a little bit in case I don't have what I think I have. This is bacon. Yeah, that's not what I'm looking for. I think Coupe's in a fight. Coupe! Coupe! Coupe, did I hit you? Sorry, Coupe. Come here. Come here. Let me get that out of your face. I know, I'm sorry. Got him. Okay, that was a lot of fun. Let's see what we get here. We don't need more stringy meat. I got a boo-boo. I can take care of that when we get back to the base. I know I have bandages, but I'd rather just get back. Again, bacon, not what I'm looking for. Okay. Oh, there's another boar. It claims the boar is what has what I'm looking for. I don't know. We'll still shoot him. I know, Coupe. There's a hyena. Hopefully the hyena will be distracted by the other things. There is something over there, but I'd rather not. If I shoot the boar, I'll have to fight the... Oh, something's chasing me. Oh, so many things are chasing me. We gotta go. We gotta go. Okay. Where is my... This is the direction back to my base. Because frankly, I'd rather just get back to the base because I'm not even sure. I might have the meat that I think I'm missing. Or I could not have it, but I want to know. So cougar, not what I'm looking for. She's still just bacon. I don't know what it thinks I'm getting from this. We're so close. I'm just gonna run. Coupe will catch up. That's still fine. Come here, Coupe. Back to wander. Okay. That's not necessary. Start with one. I have dried white meat. I just don't have that much dried. So I have some dried white meat. I just don't have that much of it. Okay, that's a good sign. So much stuff in my backpack here. Hold on. Just make so much rope. Just make every rope. There we go. Okay, so we have dried white meat, dried stringy meat, dried gamey meat. Oh, I don't need any more dried gamey meat. Okay, so dried gamey meat can go up there. Dried steak, dried stringy, and then we're doing good. Welcome back. You haven't missed a whole lot besides, you know, inventory management. I don't have more mountains, that's fine. Just keep cooking. Let's take care of my boo-boo here. There we go. No longer bleeding. Why is this not... Okay. It's weird. What is going on here? Make one. And do that first. And then do the rest of this. There we go. Okay. So I need 7 more stringy, which I have. I need 1 more giant steak, which is working on, and then I have 6 white meat. I need more. Which I'm only going to get by hunting for. Absolutely wonderful. Okay. It's still only 11 o'clock in the morning. Did you get refreshed? Broadly. You do need some health regen. There we go. Okay. We'll run back to the beacon with what we now have and hunt boar on the way. I do still need to make that forage, but now that I have the food going, I'd rather finish this. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to get away with this. It's hunting me now. I'm just fighting Coupe. Coupe, stay strong. I don't even care about all those things. I just want the white meat, which I didn't get. Another boar, but I think I'm gonna try to fight it across the water. Away from. Well, now there's an elephant. White meat, come on. Oop. What's that way? A very long way around. Okay. Hyena. I don't care. Is that a cave? Oh, I know what that cave is. That's the other side of. There's a cave that goes all the way through that rock. what that is. Don't need one of those. I don't need one of those. That looks like a boar. It is. So that kill cam thing can get kind of annoying because sometimes it can glitch out. But if you get the kill cam, you do like massively more damage, and so it's actually completely worth it to kind of suffer through it. Do I not have you on follow anymore? Yeah, no, I should. Because I put you back in the thing. There's another board. I gotta be careful leaving this stuff out because of it. White meat, white meat, white meat. No! I know, Coupe. We'll get it eventually. We'll get there eventually. Scorpions like to hide in the dirt. It's a hyena, but also a boar. Get him, Coupe! Get him, Coupe! Good job. White meat. I thought with the Coupe kill I'd get a little bit of luck, but nope. Coupe kill did not bring a little bit of luck. Neither of these are what we're hunting anymore. Fighting this thing, but it's not going to give us a choice. I really hate these. Like, I really hate the scorpions most of all. Like, oh, something's coming. Oh, everything. Great. Okay. It's fine, we can just fight everything, I don't really care. Why not just fight everything? White meat! Heck yeah! Okay, now, other than self-defense, we don't have to fight anything. Mind you, there's still always going to be self-defense. So we can go back and cook up what's left. Or rather, dry out what's left. Okay, all that's left is 6 dried boar's meat. So let's go home. We have the boar's meat. We just have to actually dry it out. And then we'll be set. This will be done. And that'll put me in a really good spot with the operations I have to do. How long have we even been streaming? Wow, 2 hours already. It's crazy. This is definitely a time save game. Running. We're gonna let you relax here for a little while because the next couple of things I need to do will probably not take that dried meat until the next day. That'll give Coupe time to rest. He's not at full health. I'm not at full health. We'll just kind of get some busy work done here. That's not even going to do everything anyway. Take that off. Crap. That started. And then this is going to spoil in 30 seconds. But nevertheless, make what you can. Okay, so I don't need anything that's currently in my inventory for giving up, which means we can like eat or do whatever we want with all of. There's just so much meat. Just so much. Okay. Stay in here. I don't have a need for anywhere near all of this. But what we are going to do is slam a lot of this because of my health. There we go. Now I'm full health and full buff, so that's excellent. Wrong thing. Quest. Stuff. Honestly, just keep making rope because it's just free XP. Like, why not? Grab all that. Okay. Good. That meat is cooking. We'll run down here. I don't know, maybe we'll make another. Maybe we'll make it. It'll depend on how long this is. Trick alone, honestly. Something else is coming. I see the angry exclamation point. I don't want to leave a bunch of. Oh, good. Everything's here. Why not have just everything? I'm getting to the point where I don't even want to heal that wound because it's just getting ridiculous. I don't want to invite more nasties here. So we're just going to clean all this up. Because now I'm concerned about this drill. So many exotics. I'm gonna have so many exotics. It's gonna be so nice to basically be able to get whatever I want. I don't know why I wasn't doing this more. I guess I didn't fully understand how much you would get from doing this, but this is great. Like, I'm never going around without doing this again. It's getting them pretty fast, too. For reference to, like, let's just see where we're at here. Oh, yeah. So I'm not gonna get a cow yet, but we're gonna research them. But right now I don't really have a spot to put it. So like right now I don't have the money to get anything else, but I could also sell the exotics. Did the eclipse this morning do something anyone else? So holy smokes, people are agitated today. Yes, I don't know. I had some of my coworkers were a little worked up. So I don't know. I don't know. I think eclipses come around and people get excited and they put bad vibes in the air when they think they're putting good vibes in the air. And I'm just like, I don't mess with talking to the moon personally. I don't think you should, but it's your life, not mine. Is there anything I really like want right now? Eventually I'd love to unlock like this gun. But that's okay. Things I tell you, yeah. Literally, actually. I believe lunatic does in fact come from the moon. So it would literally be the lunatics. You would be correct. Okay. We can either... Honestly, let's jet and make it back. I thought this wasn't going to be ready for a minute, but we need dried white meat and we have it all. Let's just go. It's like 2 game hours until sundown. We can totally make it. And then this mission will be done. Then I can kind of show you guys where we're on the mission board. And then we'll actually just finish up what I want to build at this base. I'm aware I have a wound. At this point, I don't even care anymore. Honestly, I just think everything's a little screwy right now. And I'm just like... I think we all just... I don't even know. On Sunday, I went with some family to a cousin's bridal shower. So it was myself, my mom, and 3 of her sisters in the car. And when I say 3 of my mom's sisters, yes, that implies she has more sisters, because she does. My mom at one point in time had 9 siblings. And only 3 of them, so my mom was one of 10, and only 3 of them were boys. So that was a house. That was a house to be in. Anyway, we were going on about something in the car, and I did one of my little rants that really shows how not a romantic I am. And my mom made a comment that she figured what was going to happen was at some point she would just get like a text message that says I'm married. Cause like that's how uninterested.
That's it. You got everything. That wasn't so hard, was it?
It was kind of hard, Saul.
Well, friend, you done down there?
No.
Sure looks like it from here.
I have so much more to do, my guy.
Group 15 will be glad to hear from you again when you're back in orbit.
I'm not going back to orbit. That's back from when this game, you reset every mission. We're not doing that. So anyway, my mom made a comment about how, like, sometimes she thinks she'll just get a text from me one day that I'm married because I'm so unromantic. And I was like, that's probably true. I had a reason for telling this story, though. What was I going on about? Boulder to assuming text. I was coming to a point. I was with my mom's sisters. My mom made that comment. I was going on about something. Why was I telling this story? I needed to tell that story for context. I've completely lost my train of thought because I finished the mission. What was I going to talk about? Oh, I hate feeling this way, but sometimes I don't remember why I was telling the story. Oh! That's why. We were talking about people being crazy. I was telling the story. I was like, honestly, you will know I'm getting married. I was like, genuinely, I would not have a ceremony if I were to get married, except for it would be the only thing I could do to get certain people in my life into church, and they really need to go to church. I was like, literally, if I ever got married, it would be a church wedding solely so I could force certain people in my life to listen to a 20-minute sermon. And I will openly say that. I'm like, because some of you all of y'all need Jesus. And I will very openly say that that's why I would have a ceremony. I know! I will get married to make some of you go to church, and I have no shame about it, to be frank. Okay. That was why I was telling that story. Alright, how's the food coming? It's cooking. I have so much stuff I don't need. Okay, I don't need to keep cooking all of this, so I want to get... Oh, that's right, I never finished the forge. Okay. Forge. We need epoxy. You'd help plan the party for it? There you go. If it happens for me, I'll force you to a Catholic mass. I have been to Catholic weddings. You would not be the only Catholic wedding. I've been in a Catholic wedding, actually. I don't mind mass. It's a lot of standing and sitting. Funny story, actually, you'll appreciate this. So I was in a friend's Catholic wedding, and we were at the rehearsal dinner, and this was quite a few years ago, and they're just talking about it. Like, everyone knows I'm Protestant and not Catholic, and they're like totally fine with it. Like, if I have questions or whatever, they're willing to answer them. But like, that, you know, you forget what the differences are, and so there's a part where they're like, okay, you're going to do this in the ceremony, and we're going to do this in the ceremony, and then they're like, and then this is the part where you present the gifts. And I sat there so confused, and I didn't want to say anything, because I'm like, that's weird. That's so weird. And I'm sitting there, and like, there's definitely a look on my face, and my friend's dad eventually looks over at me and sees how confused I am, and he whispers, "That's communion." And I went, oh, and he like had to try to not laugh in the middle of the rehearsal dinner as he watched and I was like, I thought they were straight up gonna like have the ring bearers and stuff like carry the wedding presents down the friggin' aisle. And I was like, why would you need to do that? That makes no sense. It meant communion. I take communion. Like, Protestants do communion, but we call it communion. We don't have 3 other names for it. And so Kathleen goes, BTW, you have to bring presents for Jesus every mass, and they bring them down the aisle. I was so confused. Her dad had to try so hard not to laugh, because I'm just like, he knew what my face was saying. It was pretty good. Oh, that was a good, I've never forgotten that. I've always thought that was just so funny. Okay, do I have refined wood? No, and I don't have a lot of wood to make refined wood. Hold on. Oh my gosh, everybody and their mother is trying to talk to me right now. Okay. But yeah, no, I was a bridesmaid in a Catholic wedding. Story. Oh, why? Oh, I see what's going on. Oh, right. Okay, hold on. There we go. I I also want the butcher bench. It's the same. Okay. Need iron, refined wood, and steel. I think I put a bunch of iron in here. I don't need to. The same. Steel. Oops. That does not need to go there. They should have explained it to you. I mean, probably, but, like, they weren't rude about it. Like, no one went, like, no one really, like, the dad laughed at me, but he's, like, he's known me since I was in diapers. So it wasn't, like a mocking me laugh. It was a, that's funny. Kind of, like, it was fine. It was funny, but it was fine. Butcher bench. And then I want a kitchen bench. Which I need more ingots, more refined wood. Do I have more ingots? No. Make more ingots. And then I needed 30 refined wood. I'll be getting 30 refined wood, so we'll be okay. Butcher bench. I'll use my nice set that I got from the DLC I bought, which I'm pretty excited about. There we go. The reason why I did that is I can start making animal fat. And there is a reason to do that. See, what we did would have been a lot easier a couple of weeks ago because you could make all of the different meats we were trying to get and turn them into other meats, but they stopped that. That story made my day though. No, it's good. I'm glad. I think it's funny. I think it's funny. But I've now been in, I think, yeah, 2 Catholic weddings. So this was my friend Kristen and my friend James. And I've been in another wedding, but that one was a Protestant wedding, so I had a little bit better idea of what was going on. Although, to be fair, Protestant weddings, because of the whole, that's kind of part of Protestant, it's part of being a Protestant versus being a Catholic, is they're not actually all the same anyway. Kitchen bench. No, it's a stove. That's not what I want. I want the kitchen bench. Okay, we're good. I just need the refined wood. Kitchen bench. What else do we got? Oh, there's the marble ones. Yeah, I'm not at making marble yet. Could do a storage block or a stove if I want, but not right now. Why won't you let me do that? Well, that's frustrating. For some reason it won't let me put that there. So we're actually gonna take everything out. It's dark in here. Should probably sleep, but instead we'll just... Do I have a torch here? I do. In fact, the torch might be why I can't put that down. We'll start with this one instead. I don't know why it wouldn't let me. Huh. Interesting. That's not what I meant to do. My guess is it's bumping into that. So what I need to do is just do that maybe? Why? Oh. Apparently if I angle it like that, it works. I don't care. That's fine. I'm not going to think about it that hard. Make that, and then make a bunch of animal fat. Keep the rest of the animal fat in there. And then now we have a kitchen bench. Which is exciting. this will just be helpful as we get different kinds of food. We probably won't use the kitchen bench as much as we will the butcher bench, but that's fine. That'll give me a cozy bonus. Okay, so I think this is about everything we, like, needed. Ooh. I have the campfire on, so I can't sleep. Hold on. It's more advantageous if you put that in the house. We might make a cooking stove and then get rid of the fire pit entirely. But we'll see. I don't think this is gonna go away until I take care of it. There's no timer on it. I'm just getting sick of being stabbed and then having to do this again. Okay. Excellent. We'll deactivate this. Grab all this food. It looks like it's done cooking. Make this if we can, I guess. Wouldn't be the worst idea to make a biofuel. Well, this can be hooked up to water, right? Yeah, we can do that real quick. Grab the water tool. So if you hook it up to water, it will grab the water for any kind of recipe that needs water. You don't have to keep like a water container in there. It's actually really helpful. So as I get foods that might need water for a recipe, it'll just have them, which is pretty good. Keep making animal fat. We can use animal fat as a fuel, which, considering I don't really want to burn too much wood out here, other than what I might also want for making charcoal, oh, this kind of wants to be hooked up to water too. I don't think it... Does anything else want to be hooked up to water? A couple things do. Let's hook stuff up to water. I forgot how much these things might want water. There we go. Oh god. Once again, completely lost my train of thought. Oof. See, we've been going almost 3 hours. I could like keep going because I think I'm gonna keep playing, but like I can't form sentences without losing my train of thought. It might not be good for everybody. But I think I was saying, I know you can attach this to water, but it doesn't have very many recipes that need it. That's helpful. Okay, put the water up. They won't be taking water constantly, so it won't really hurt anything. But this will be nice because you can have something that very easily refills your water bottle for you, and I love that for us. This is not hooked up to the water train, but it's just water to have up here. This is hooked up to the water train. So yeah. We now have a lot of water in the desert as long as nothing messes with my thing. Oh, looks like that might be depleted. Let's check this out. Oh no! Ah. Whoa! Well, there's an achievement. I survived a terrible fall. Whoa, that was almost really bad. Okay, let's go take care of some things. I need a splint. Okay. How does just make a splint again? I have plenty of ropes. I need some wood, rope, and sticks, which I should have here. Humpty Dumpty achievement. Basically, yeah. Good times. I know I brought more sticks back. Where did I leave them? Here. Okay. I have a feeling that's gonna happen again. So let's just make a couple of splits. Even though I really don't want to use up my sticks because I don't have that many of them. Well, I do have this, which will regen a lot of health, but if I'm not actively in combat, I don't think I'd like to necessarily use that. Splint is in 9. Okay, here's a splint. There we go, that'll heal my leg. Put that back in. I'm not necessarily going to walk around with all the splints. Didn't I make more than one? Am I going crazy? I swear I made more than one. Oh, I bet I put my stuff back before it finished. I bet that's what happened. I was probably not paying attention. Because it takes time, so I bet I used it before it was done. We'll let this finish. I'm not necessarily going to walk around with the splints, but we'll have them made, which will be good. Oh no, there's the sticks. Cool. I can break that down into sticks, so I might do that too. Okay, well that was a fun little side thing. Don't do that. So this is kind of fun because you can just deploy different meats in your house, which above your like butcher's bench kind of makes sense. But it's also neat because each of those adds 4 coziness, which just helps you with the sleeping. So, gives you a better buff when you sleep. Okay, so anyway, let's go check on our drill. And not die while we do it. Okay, this didn't have much in it, so it looks like it's just done now, which is fine. I'm gonna come back down here with my electric tool to clean up this cable, so it'll be a little cleaner. And we'll have this ready to go. Problem is, it'll need power, so more than likely we won't use this again until I make another solar panel or something so that I can power it, but right now I'd have to run a cable to it if I powered it, so we probably won't do that. And to make a solar panel would be a little tricky, because if we go here and look up solar panel, it needs a lot of stuff we don't have here. And in fact, it makes components it needs components I can't make here. So what I'll probably do is make another solar panel and bring it here at a later time. In fact, I may get solar panels for the house instead of using this one. Okay, I know it's gonna get windy, but we're gonna go clean this up first. So I put the guardrails in. Up. In fact, what I might do, it will briefly disrupt our power, but I think what I'm going to do is, actually it won't disrupt it if I lay this first. We're going to do this, Because that'll just look like there's no reason to run this cable over here anymore. So this can just go up that way and it'll be cleaner. There we go. We got a lot done. We got that mission done. We got stuff up here set up. I don't really like that, but have I left any food in here? No. Have I left any food in here? No. I would assume you have, yeah, you have all kinds of food. You are not suffering in here. You are keeping very good care of yourself. So again, the hope tomorrow is to stream 76. I'll show you. Oh, not this. Hold on. Hope tomorrow is to stream 76. The only reason why I wouldn't is if like some sort of circumstance pops up, right? Like it's not necessarily something that's really going to be a problem. I should deliver that before I go. Just to kind of show you what these missions are like. So you can do simple quests, which I think you guys have seen me do. In fact, we could go do that, because we might do that to finish up. Because they're pretty straightforward things, and you just get smaller stuff for it. And then you have operations, and then this is kind of like the goal, is to do all of these. So anything that says, this one you can't do in open world. It's just because it's the tutorial. But the rest of these are all missions I have done on this save file. And so I've now done everything until this point, which is going to take me into a new region on the map, which is why I haven't done it yet. But once I do that, it unlocks all of this. So basically, I've done the first half of the missions, and now I have the second half of the missions to go. Like, this seems to be the exact halfway point. I haven't counted, but it looks pretty close. So the idea is I would do, oh, it's definitely, because this goes on even further. There's only one other one that you can't do on open world, and I don't know why, but I can't do it yet anyway. So this is kind of the goal, is to eventually come through and do all of these. Show you on the map. So this is where we are. So most of the open world stuff starts here in this area, which is why you've seen me have bases here. When I started, I wasn't sure if I was going to run the missions out of the open world or not. You should. You should run them out of the open world. I made the wrong decision. But I figured if the open world missions were down here, I was going to start up here so I could just see more of the map when I started my open world file. That was a mistake. So I eventually migrated down through here, and then started building my bases down here. Up here is where the next mission is going to take us. And that's part of why I also wanted to get my desert base going. Because now if I'm going to want to go between my base and the Riverlands, I have like a halfway point I can stay at. I do want to eventually build a nice desert base over here. I would love to kind of build a base here, because you can't really tell, but this is the Arctic. So it's the only spot in the map where all three biomes kind of meet, and that could be very convenient. Oh, I know what we were going to do. We were going to go check out the Arctic entrance. I think we can do that, because I want to kill about 15 more minutes to get the stream over 3 hours, so that would be perfect. We'll go and check out the Arctic. But anyway, I'm going to do the Riverlands mission soon, but the goal is to actually build my new primary base over here. And so I've kind of stopped adding animals to my menagerie, because I'm going to build a better, like, stable and everything up here. And it'll just be less animals to move. But I'm pretty excited. So it's not necessarily going to be where this is my drop pod, so this was like my original landing base. I have a base here that I'm going to use, that's from when I landed here before, that's going to be my staging grounds. But I'm going to come over here, scout around, figure out where I want to make a base, and then build my new actual main base here. I'll keep my other bases here around. That's kind of the goal, if you will. My stuff's getting worn down too. So let's grab Coupe and go find the Arctic. and get that unlocked. I think that'll be a good end of stream. I think that was the only other thing I kind of talked about doing that we hadn't done. It's the best way to get there from where we're at. There's not really a best way to get there. But yeah, should be on tomorrow mid-afternoon, probably. A little later than I normally start a stream. But I won't have a bedtime. So the goal is to play 76 tomorrow. I don't think I'm going to load it up between now and then, so we'll be able to, like, experience 76 together. It has been up, but I just... even the ones where, like, it wasn't a Burning Springs case where you couldn't get on for 24 hours or something, like, it was still something where... it can be a little buggy that first day, and that happens. It's an MMO, right? Like, that's not necessarily anything unusual. So rather than deal with that, I want to, we'll stream tomorrow. So I'm hoping tomorrow and Thursday to do some 76 streams. Friday, I'm actually going to see Mackenzie in person. I don't know if I'm going to stream or not, because I'm going to leave at such a time where I would not be streaming at my normal time. But I also don't need to stream at my normal time, because I could stream in the morning if I just felt like it, so we'll see. But at that point, I'll have streamed 3 days in a row, so I probably won't do it. I'm just running around with exotics. I should probably fix that. And then we'll see too. Yes, I'm excited to hang out. In terms of like how many 76 streams I do, it will really depend on how much new content there is and how much I just want to chase the scoreboard on stream. And then shortly thereafter, pretty much when I feel like I've gotten what I want out of at least streaming the start of the new season of 76, we'll go to Alan Wake 2. So I'm very excited. There is that cave we found. I'm very excited to start Alan Wake 2. Icarus is probably a game we will pop in and out of. I will probably not save content for stream. Like, this is not really going to be a streaming game. But it is going to be a game that I will occasionally play. Stardew Weekends? I've been meaning to play Stardew again. The problem is, here's the thing about Stardew Weekends. Like, you and Lindsay and I play it, but, like, and Kathleen's always down to be there, but, like, Kristen doesn't play it. So, and, like, I want to ask the group, because I definitely want to have us play it again and be on a call again. I don't know that everybody else really likes live streaming and having conversations on stream. And I don't really want to make them feel like that. So I think that needs to be more of a... I'm down for it, but I'm not sure we all are. We can talk about that when I see you. Coupe, stay with me. I'm just looking in this cave. I want to... Sometimes me carving an opening in the cave is easier to see when I go by than if I do it, so I wanted to do this. Scheduling is always hard. There are exotics. Oh, hello, worm. You are right there, aren't you? How have I only now unlocked level 1 of the cave worm? Fight him, Coupe. Fight him. You tell those bees who's boss. There you go. This way I can send the exotics out and not feel comfortable. Ooh, here's an iron deposit. That's nice. It's a pretty good little cave too. It's got a lot of little stuff in it. Really not. Just work on crafts, touch the background, and you're free. Excellent! I'm sure we'll find time to do stuff. Coupe! Coupe! You stuck, buddy? Coupe, where'd you go? You're already out. Okay. I don't think that's true. I think the game teleported you, but whatever. Alright, so here's where the Arctic starts. Let's unlock that really quick. It's just weird to go from the desert to the Arctic. And now we're in the cold. And Coupe's gonna get real cold because he's in a desert saddle, which keeps it cooler instead of warm. There's some oops. I'd rather not, thank you. We're not built for the cold right now, so we're not gonna go there. But now it's at least unlocked. But what we can do is come here to get ice, because I have a refrigerator at my camp. Or camp, I'm talking like it's 76 at my base. I'm just gonna take us back to that base so that I'm somewhere, and then I'm probably gonna get going. Then we'll have hit 3 hours, which is good. So this is a good little stream. This is one of these games that I can just play for hours and really, really lose myself in. The nice thing about having Coupe is he's faster than everything, so everything just kind of gives up chasing you. But I have to keep an eye on his stamina. Building up on top of that would actually be really cool too. But I'm not sure it's near water. It's not. This game's super fun. So yeah, 76 coming up this week. Alan Wake when we can. Maybe some Stardew. What with the updates and everything coming out. This game sprinkled in as we go. I really do want to stream when I build my new base, like the big Riverlands base. But I have to pick where I'm putting it. It's going to take so much grinding to get all the materials for what I want to do. So we're a little ways off from building that base. But once I get all the materials and everything, I definitely want to do a stream where I show off for you guys. Like this is the first time I have ever sketched out a plan for what I want the base to look like. Although now that I've sketched it out, I've realized a flaw in the design. So I need to decide if I want to completely redo the design or just change part of it. Because I know an easy fix, but I'm not sure if I want to do the easy fix or come up with something different. But I got a little bit of time to decide. I'm also starving because I'm realizing now I don't think I ate before I started streaming. I was like so locked in, ready to go. I wasn't thinking about it. I'm like, well, I'm regretting that now because I'm so hungry. There's too many games to play. There's so many. I know you've been playing the new Resident Evil. Bear said he finished the story. That is the first time this has happened since I built the base up here. When I first built the base, there was a cougar up here. I thought I might have built the base over the spawn point. Interesting. Well, that's why everything's in a shelter. Like, that's why I'm good and I don't leave them out. Wander, and then, what do I have on me? We're gonna now start making all kinds of animal fat. That was the point of making the butcher's bench. So I want all kinds of animal fat. And we're gonna go turn in this. These exotics. Yeah, he was hardcore playing it. But I think he played the story and didn't do a lot of the side stuff. Because he was telling me it would take a lot longer if he did the side stuff. So he is, we would have been the perfect human if he did that. He is more of a play through it and do the story and then play through it a second time and do all of the things, where we're both do all of the things the first playthrough type of people. He is I'm intending to play it more than once, so I'm going to just do the story the first time. So I think that's why he was already switched. Like, he's definitely a do all the things guy, just not on the first playthrough. Hello, elephant. So glad I don't have to shoot you guys anymore. What's up? I don't think you can tame elephants, but you can tame woolly mammoths, which is something I definitely want to do, but I haven't built an Arctic base yet. I don't know where I want to, like, technically I have a base here, but it was one I had to do for a mission, and it doesn't count. I think if I built an Arctic base, I'd build it somewhere in this stretch, like maybe here, just so I could have, like, maybe there, like, an Arctic base for if I'm going through the Arctic and I need to stop. But this is Arctic, this is Arctic. I think it's desert in this corner, desert all the way up to here. I don't know if there's Arctic on the other side. I don't remember if there's Arctic on the other side of there or not. I don't think so. Make that into regular meat. Make more animal fat. And yeah, I think this is just gonna kind of do its thing. I should be able to, now that I have all of this stuff, make more interior floors. Actually, I can, yeah. I grab these because I'd want, what, 1, 2, 3? Do this really quick. If I need, how much? 20? And one of these makes 5, so 5, 10, 15, 20. Keep cleaning all this out. I need more fiber so I can make more bandages, because I'm burning through bandages right now. But yeah, at this point I just want to show you the flooring. Do I not have any more copper nails? Did not realize. I think I left some ingots in here, actually. I did. I might want to get a decorations bench going in here, but again, I don't have a lot of room. So, like, I could put another small bench there. I could put something small there. There's a little bit more room in here, but not a lot. I do this. So basically, this is beeswax wood floor, this is regular wood floor, this is interior. So beeswax wood floor is +6 insulation from temperature. Regular wood is 3 insulation from temperature. This is still 3 insulation from temperature, so it doesn't really do me any good. Like, technically the beeswax wood would be better, but I don't care. I want it to look like this. Even if it's not quite as cool. I think it looks good. I'm just doing some inventory management now, don't mind me, and then we'll call it. What's all in here? Oh, I forgot I put all that stone in there. We'll put all that stone over here now. Excellent. I'm gonna start making all kinds of epoxy. Okay, like I said, I think that's where I'm gonna call it. I appreciate you all being here and hanging out. Oh, I just ate something I already had on me. There we go. And I will see you tomorrow, kind of mid-afternoon or maybe regular afternoon, for some 76. And I'll talk to you all later.